Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Got a little light. Will you settle down? Good. Come here.
Okay.
Children. So anyway, this is our once a month live. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
We've been up for 2 hours because we're early to bed, early to rise. And so we thought we'd just do the old monthly live, see what happens, ask what you want to ask, tell me what you want to tell me, and or May, and Yippee and Tada.
Yes.
And we'll answer your questions.
Good morning, everyone.
Ladybug's here. Hello, Ladybug. This is not going to be easy.
Margaret.
Things have gotten complicated here with the children.
Sean and
Okay. Thank you to that. Hello from Delaware. Good Lord. And if we put them down, they start barking. All right. There we go. Good morning. Let's see. Did I skip somebody?
Married to Filipino.
Married to a Filipino. All right. Sean Andrews in Atlanta is here. Mike married to a beautiful Filipina. To a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Mike married
Can we settle down with the kisses?
woman.
All right. Settle down. This is not happening. You're going down. That's it. That's all. I'm skipping people here. Where was I? Me have to put the dogs in the other room.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come on.
Okay, we got Guy here. Thanks, Guy. Hello, Dog and Mrs. from Boston. Here's Dr. Fauci. Talking about him yesterday. Hey, Baby Mae from Mike. Hello. Abil, thanks for coming in. Our once a month live stream. Carol in the UK, thank you. Ormoc City is in the house. There's Ralph. Knoxville, Tennessee. Have you decided to stay in the Philippines? Yeah, we're going to stay in the Philippines, but we want to travel and keep our options open. Hey, what's going on down there in Canada? I bet you it's cold, my friend, huh? When is May going to do a cooking video for us? When she learns to cook. Hey, May, you have to do a cooking video. What are you going to cook? Huh? What do you think?
Pork, sticky rice, remember?
Yeah, we were doing this, tried to sell sticky rice. She was losing money, but making it up in volume. I have a little over 3,000, Paul, a month. How comfortable can I live on that? I would say very well. I live on 2,000, or we live on 2,000.
I got you.
$3,000 would do it. Hey, Mitch P, Brooklyn in the house. How's the weather? It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's been rainy and cold.
Yeah.
And right now it's really pleasant. I mean, when I say cold, it's all relative. It's not like the snow and all the stuff that you poor people are going through back there. I see the TV, it's like 80% is under, not, it can't be 80%, but a large portion of the estates is just under barrage. What do you think about having a chili cook-off there? I think that is an excellent idea. And May makes a mean chili.
Yeah.
May is the chili king. Frozen Texas, yeah. How you guys do it, I don't know. I've never lived in the snow. I've been to the snow and didn't like it. I changed it, Paul. Used to be a Filipina. Ah, okay. Married to a beautiful woman. Used to be married to a Filipina. Gotcha. You must have a channel. Hi, Paul, from cold Ohio. Everybody's cold.
Fancy.
I'd like to send you all a blanket or something. Maybe a hot water bottle. Good morning, guys. We're coming to Dumaguete today, about 2 p.m. just for one night. Drop off my passport. 13A visa got approved. Hope to see you guys either this afternoon or Friday morning. Well, it just so happens that where am I going to be this morning? I'm meeting one dude at 10:30 for a little meeting. I got my 13A also. Yay! It finally came through. We did the annual report. JRC did a great job with it. They even walked me over and did the annual report since it's January. So I'm good till November. I don't have to even go back. And a 13A visa, just for those that don't know, is when you get married, you get these little bennies. So I don't have to get an exit clearance if we leave the country, and I don't have to have a throwaway ticket, as we call it, on the way back. So anyway, what was I going to tell you? Oh, I'll be at Ground Zero this afternoon. My friend Monty is going down there to meet up with another dude named Jack, and they're going to be there at 2:30. So I'm going to be around town, and I think I'm going to try to pop into GZ at around 3 o'clock if you're in town. Come on in. The dogs, they were great. I get a chuckle when you know, yeah. Ta-da and yippee.
Yippee!
Hey, Philip, what's going on, buddy? What's for breakfast? We don't eat breakfast. I only eat once a day, so we don't have. I'm not a breakfast guy. I am, but I don't do it because of my diet. But she eats breakfast.
Yeah, with Tada eating for the bread.
Yep, they eat bread. Looks like Paul already had it, and your puppy is licking it off his face. Yeah. And you're in Cebu. Cool. Hey, Roland, what's going on? He was going to make biscuits, and this popped. Well, go ahead and make your biscuits, and you can just listen from the kitchen. It's -26. I am seeing these wind chill factors. I guess it affected the voting or something. Where was it? Iowa. Really brutal over there. YouTube user. Hello, Dave. You've been to Dipolog? No. I've spent literally years there. Now back in UK, and it's freezing. Take care, my friend. I'm probably the least traveled expat that's been here this long. I've been to, I was just talking to a regular guy yesterday. He's been all over the place. He's in town for a while. And man, he's got the stamina to do it. But we've been to Manila, but that's only the airport. We've hung out in Cebu, Iloilo, Bacolod, Siquijor. I've been to Angeles for a lost weekend. What else? Where else we go? In the Philippines. I can't think of anything. Little places I'm sure we're forgetting, like Apple Island and all those. Good morning from a very cold. Everybody's cold back home, baby. You'd be really cold if you were in America right now.
I like cold.
Yeah, see, she likes
I
America.
like the raining, the snow. I like the snow.
Yeah, give you 10 minutes. Let me know what you think. Good morning. Isn't it 5 a.m. at 6? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we've been up for 2 hours. Danny is up.
Danny is so early.
Good
to wake
Lord.
up.
God bless you. My buddy Danny in my latest video did a great job. We had a lot of fun. Happy 1-year anniversary here in the Philippines, Mr. Danny. May, can you please cook a sticky rice and mango from your UK Scottish friend? Perhaps do chili as well. Thank you. So yeah, she can do that. Yeah, May decided when we were early on in our relationship, when we first got together, she was going to go into business. And
You
so,
can share that.
I'm going to share it. No, trust me. See, May doesn't care. We can talk about her failures or her screw ups, and she's like me. It's like, who cares? Anyway, you made sticky rice.
Yeah.
And you packaged it up for sale.
Yeah.
Right? And how much did it cost you to make the sticky rice?
300.
300 pesos. And how much money did you make after selling it all?
100.
100. So we had a nice net loss of 200 pesos. And that was the end of the sticky rice business. Hey, you want to put them in the bathroom? Otherwise, this is going to be nonstop chaos. My dogs are like attached to the hip, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to take one at a time. Hey, old dog, I think I can find a nice house in Bekong. Oh, think I can find a nice house in Bekong. I just retired veteran. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. There's it's a lot of work to find a place. I'll be the first to tell you. It's a lot of legwork, and you might get lucky. You might bounce into the first place and it's just the bomb. And then it might take you 2 weeks, but they're there. Yeah. And then again, your idea of nice and another guy's idea of nice is two different things. Let's see, it's a balmy 16 degrees here in Sarasota, New York. Not really cold yet, but I am still inside. It's when the wind blows that it hurts, huh? We are finally above freezing, first time in 3 days. Had snow Monday. It rarely snows here. Yeah, there's just this monster cold front going through the States. MSRP is men searching for relationships permanently. Oh, I've never heard that before. Yeah, that's the Monroney sticker on a car, MSRP. Men searching for relationships permanently. I like that. I think we went through the worst of our vortex. We are now warming up to -16. Time to break out the bikini. Absolutely. Hop into your, stop cooking your muffins and go put on your bikini, Ida. From frozen Pennsylvania, everybody's freezing.
Oh.
Everybody in America is super cold. A lot of snow. How's the microphone working, by the way? I put it in front of me instead of to the side, so hopefully the sound's working better. What do we got here? William Fields, hi from West Virginia with a little snow temperatures below 10. We're getting all the weather reports today. New York was so cold this morning I couldn't even open my car doors. Oof. I had the opposite problem when I lived in Vegas. It would be a zillion degrees outside. And I literally burnt, I was wearing shorts and I had leather upholstery in some car I had. And I burned the back of my legs when I sat down. And my hands, you couldn't touch the steering wheel. You had to get a cover for it. You had to take all these preemptive things. But the best thing I ever had on my car was remote start. So I would fire that puppy up and have the aircon running for about 10 minutes before I got in it. Let's see, what's the best site for, what's it called? I think it's called myonwardticket.com or just onwardticket.com. I got scammed one time. So you got to be careful. The legitimate site offers you a 3-day throwaway and a 7-day throwaway. And I think it's $14 for the 3 days. In other words, it'll expire in 3 days. And then it's like $20 maybe for the 7 days. And I had a nightmare when I was coming out of Vietnam. I bought my ticket. I didn't realize it expired in 3 days. I bought it 4 days in advance. So when I got up to the counter, they said, you don't have an onward ticket. And I did a whole video about that experience. So just make sure your dates are right on it. And I also bought a ticket from what I thought was onward ticket, and it was a scam. And it told me that. It collected my money, and then it sent me an email and said, we just scammed you. So just be cautious. But yeah, onwardticket.com. I'm the same, Jack. We'll see you there, brother. All right. So he's coming in town too. Let's see. I saw Baby Mae's video this morning. 13 years is a really long time to wait.
Yeah.
That was your girl that you met at Forest Camp.
Yeah.
Just Mae makes friends in like 3 minutes. You were just walking around and you met that girl.
Yes.
Right? It was just a random encounter.
Yeah.
And you said, hey, you want to do a video? And she said, okay. And away they went. Yeah, that's a long time to be engaged or
13 years.
13 years for dating.
Yeah, still dating.
And he was in Saudi Arabia.
The
boyfriend was in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. And then now he's come back. Yeah. Paula Mae, the warmth of your channel warms our hearts here in Sub-Zero, Wisconsin. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Been watching for 5 years. Well, thank you so much, Al. That's awesome.
5 years.
Hi, Paula Mae. Excited to be coming back to Cebu with my wife and kids in June. Plan to swing by Dumaguete area. We'll certainly stop by. A lot of husband and wives from America are showing up here now. That's kind of It's not a trend exactly, but there's a good deal of it. Big wave from Simon to you both. Well, thank you, Simon, and your cast of characters from a snow-covered Vancouver Island. Thank you, man. You mentioned Ground Zero. Do they serve an American breakfast? Yeah, but I would custom order it. Like if I was to eat there, I would just order scrambled eggs and bacon because they give you potato chips and this big, really, I don't know, maybe you would like it, but it's these weird pieces of bread. They're really thick, and the eggs. So if you're doing, like I do keto, so, and a couple of other friends do also, and they just order 4 scrambled eggs and 2 orders of bacon. And I think it's less money than the American breakfast itself. So, but yes, to answer your question, they have a breakfast there. Let's see. Paul and Baby Mae, just sitting here in Houston with my Filipino wife. You give good advice. Well, thank you very much. Like I said, there's an awful lot of guys married to Filipinas that are in the States now. And a lot of them are coming out here, and they're sort of doing the 6 months in, 6 months out, or 3 months in and 9 months out. We just went to a house build the other day.
Yeah.
And they had lived together in America for 10 years.
10 years.
And they just came back and they're building some houses, buying some houses, building some houses. So we went over to their house to get some tips and asked his wife, where do you prefer to live? And she was a little reticent to say it, but she said, I like America. And I said, then why are you in the Philippines? And she says, because that's where he wants to be. So that's your Filipino for you. And she knew that he was getting burnt out on his job, and the bills were overwhelming. There was more going out than there was coming in, and that they would just have a better quality lifestyle. But she preferred America, and I don't blame her. I get it. Paul the plumber says, hi, there's Paul the plumber from Indiana, and hope to be permanently there in June, as we met on my last trip, and I appreciated it. Well, nice to see you again, Paul. Thank you. Let's see. Have you been to Iloilo? Yes. What are the pros and cons compared to Dumaguete? Iloilo is really nice, and I think the pros there are that it's so clean. It's got a great mayor. Their infrastructure is definitely better. It's what's the word? So that would be the pros. They've got a lot of medical there. It's the home of nursing. So that's where the nursing schools, like 100 years ago, was the birthplace of that. So a lot of the Filipino nurses that are in other countries originated out of there, and it expanded from there. But the only cons I could come up with Iloilo was housing. I didn't see affordable housing there, but we weren't there long enough. It would take, I've always said, we're going to go back, and we are, but we'll stay for a couple of weeks. And what looks like is, if you want to be in the thick of things, it would be condo living. And I'm not a condo guy or an apartment guy. I just don't like it. I like a hotel for a day or two, but that's it. And so we have some friends out there that we met up with and had dinner with.
Yeah.
And then there were some guys that we missed that we'll go and see. And we'll spend a couple of weeks there, and they've all offered to give us like the tour. And we like the mountains. I thought Iloilo was totally flat. Turns out I was wrong as usual. And there is some mountainous regions. So it would depend on housing and affordability. But they have a lot more Costco type of areas, great big shopping centers. And so it's much more modern and clean. Yeah. Would be the pros. I don't know the cost of living there, and I don't know the housing ability or affordability and locations. So it's definitely worth another look. Good morning. We are Jason and Jane here in Valencia. She's still asleep. Oh, Jason. Here's my friend.
Good master.
How you doing, Jason? You're up early. Jason throws a great party, by the way, just so you know. Jason, I just want to let you know I'm going to invite everybody in this live stream to your house next time you have a party. Ask May, why does a Filipino always want to have two little dogs? Mine demanded it. Now we have two Pomeranians. Is it a cultural thing or what? It's weird because we got dogs and then a bunch of other people started to get dogs.
Yeah.
And so I almost think it's, I don't know, because you weren't like into dogs until Tada came along. And because they see, here's the deal. There's all these street dogs out here and they're really, pathetic and they're a nuisance. And her mother hates dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because she got bit by one or they stole the food or what. But May was not either for or against the dog until we got these guys. And now they're like her life. And I don't know how to answer that, bro. But little dogs, I think, is the key. Because we went to Greg and Wilma's, and they've got a Doberman Pinscher, and she was scared shitless of it.
It's very big dog, Anton.
So,
I like small dogs.
You do, yeah. And you're right. So, what'd you get, Pomeranians? Yeah, because they're little. Every Filipino's excited the first time they experience snow. Excitement lasts 10 minutes. That's what I said. But snow and cold lasts a lot longer. Yeah, I'm totally with you. I've always had this fantasy that I would take May to the snow and I would say, all right, hop out, and have her hop out of the car and close the door, and I would lock the door and let her stand out there for 10 minutes and then let her pound on the window, begging me to let her back in the car. Yeah, you're right. So
that's not how many months?
Yeah, about 3 months, I think.
3 months?
Yeah.
Long.
Good morning, Danny, from Jason. Here we go. Let's see. May says she liked the cold. My 8-year-old half Filipino son loved the snow last week. His Mindanao cousins were loving the videos. I'll bet. Yeah, kids do a lot better in snow than adults. Let's face it. They get the sleds out and then away they go. Is this live?
Yes.
I hope so. Well, tomorrow we don't know, but today it's live. There's our pal, China Dave. How are you doing, buddy? Long time no talkie. I hope everything's cool with you. We need to get online and get updated together, buddy. Let's see. Food Monster. The mic sounds great. Cool. Speaking of weight loss, this is the king of weight loss right here. This is the most disciplined guy I know. How's your number one patient, Goldfinger, doing? Is CBD. What is CBD? CBD. I don't know what CBD is.
In the Philippines.
I probably know what it is, but
CBD
it's just not coming into my small hard drive between my ears. Let's see. Hi from Ireland. -3. Ooh. Where's Scotty Boy? Scotty Boy's racing around Dumagetti. He's having a great time. I had coffee with him yesterday. We had a nice long chat. And then I dropped him off at Robinson's. And then I ran into him again at another place. And we sat down and talked for another hour. So he's racing around. He's waiting for his scooter. He's buying an NMAX. And our friend Derek is taking care of the whole thing for him. Derek with Q Adventures. Great human being. Really is. Just a giver. And I hope, hopefully, Derek will be in town next week. So we'll all get together, hopefully. So Scotty Boy is here, and he's racing around doing videos. The mic is aces. Oh, that's good. I think it's just the positioning, just putting it here in front of us. 65 and cloudy in Phoenix. Shout out to you guys. Now, that's about what it is here. It's about 65 degrees and cloudy. So Phoenix and Dumagetti are the two places to be for good weather. May, is his big mic working good? I think that's a little joke. That's fine. We like jokes. It's 4 degrees here in Missouri. Mike is trying to get there. May. Been cold in Vegas the last few weeks, my son told me. Vegas was brutally cold. It didn't have snow, but it had this weird wind that would just pierce through anything you were wearing. I got a severe earache the year before I came out here from the wind in Vegas. Are you guys keeping Goldfinger out of trouble? That's not possible. Is another helmet day coming soon? Good question. I don't know. I'm trying to dissuade Goldfinger from doing another helmet drive. I think the resources, I think it was great. I mean, we gave away, or he gave away like 1,200 helmets the last time, and it went real smooth. But we don't see the helmets on the kids after the fact. And Goldfinger's always kind of cracked because they're by his house and he sees some families that he know got helmets and they're not on the kids' heads. So someone suggested reflective gear or tape or something, clothing that we could give away on the next drive for people walking, because people will walk like wearing a black shirt like I have now and on the road, and you can't see them till you're on them. And so I don't know. That's a good question. He wants to do something. Good morning from Bangkok. Wow, just dropping by to say hi. I always love your content. Thanks so much. Bangkok. We like Bangkok. Panorama City. There's Barry. What happened to Anne? Anne.
And who?
Which one?
And who?
Yeah, we know a lot of Anns. Put a helmet on it, soldier.
30 minutes.
That's lease to own. OLTO. I forgot the original question now. Howdy, Mike.
Mike.
Yeah. Let's see. Good morning from sunny New Zealand. A Kiwi's in the house. It's so cold, I opened the back door for my dog. He looked at it, just on the floor of my face. I understood. Yeah. He's like, I'm not going out there, Dad. Good evening from the UK. Let's see. Sean Andrews, if you have the chili cook-off here in the Dumaguete area, be sure to invite Goldfinger. He's quite proud of his chili. There you go. So we can get Goldfinger's chili, Mae's chili, and anybody else's chili, and we'll just have a cook-off. We'll have to have some kind of a prize. Negative 50 degrees. Oh, in Canada. Eesh, eesh. Can I ask you what your thoughts? If I had thoughts on it, buddy, I've never been there. Like I told you, I'm the least traveled guy here. I don't know. I found early on that when I go from one place to another, it pretty much all looks the same. I mean, I know there's different vibes to different places, but early on, I'd go here, I'd go there, I go here, I go there. And I didn't see a lot of uniqueness throughout the Philippines. One street looked like another street. A street here in Dumaguete looks pretty much like a street in Bacolod. Looked like a street in Siquijor. I mean, it's the same sorry stores, 7-Eleven. You know, some have beaches, some don't. Everybody's got a mall. Some don't even have that. So I just didn't see the reason to go around because there was no, I don't know. There was just nothing unique about it enough to make me want to go. Hello, Mae. She likes a gangster look. Yeah, that's her gangster hat. You know, I bought that hat for me online. Yeah. And it didn't fit, obviously. And so she snagged it. Port-au-Princess is here. All right. That's pretty. What is missing in Dumaguete in regards to what? Got a lot of restaurants. It's got a lot of, I don't know what's missing in Dumaguete. A nightlife. There you go. Nightlife is missing in Dumaguete. There's no nightlife here. Well, why not's not nightlife? I mean, that's like, you know, you've been to the Why Not once, you've been there 100 times because it never changes. So that's the nightlife. I would say that's what's missing. But I just interviewed a dude named Simon who lives over in Siquijor, which is an island 30 minutes from here approximately. And he said there's like 64 new bars that are opening up, and 2 of them are staying open 24 hours. So if you wanted some nightlife, you could go over there for a weekend and get tuned up if you like, and get your swirl on for a day or two, and then come home. But I would say that's what's missing here is any kind of real nightclubs or any of that kind of stuff. Sir, do you feel that Dumaguete is one of the safest cities in the Philippines? The reason I'm asking this question is because I frequent Medellin, Colombia, and I've been robbed 3 times. Well, Colombia doesn't have the greatest reputation. I've lived here going on 7 years. I've never once encountered a problem, is all I can say. However, I'm not a night person.
Yeah.
So I'm not out drunk at midnight or 1 o'clock. That's where problems can begin. And so is it safe? I would say absolutely. I've never felt threatened. I don't hear of anybody worried about their safety. One of the reasons I moved here when I was doing my research is that it's very safe from natural disasters like typhoons. We had Odette hit us, which was a once in 100 years occasion, and it didn't floor us. It didn't destroy any buildings. No one got killed in Dumaguete. And in fact, Dumaguete looked fine the day after.
Yeah.
We just had a bunch of trees fall down
Yeah.
during the typhoon. So weather-wise, there's no safety issues other than driving and dogs. But let me see. Yeah, as far as like theft or being accosted or murder or any of that, I don't see it. I've never experienced it. Good morning to both of you. You are on Facebook. Yes, I am on Facebook. Maybe I should I guess everybody knows my Facebook. It's just Paul McGill. Let's see. See you in April. All right.
2 months.
Wow, you guys are live. I've been following you for a while now. I'm unfortunately going through a divorce. I'm still about 5 years from retirement. I wish I could come visit Dumaguete and meet up. Fred, I know exactly, if you can believe this, but I know exactly how you feel. I remember being 5 years out, and it was like I was at a AA meeting every day. I was like one day at a time, Paul. I'd wake up and I didn't want to be where I was, and been through the same thing, the divorce and all that. And I just wanted to go, and it felt like a lifetime, but it goes. Time goes. It goes faster as you get older, by the way. Hi, Paul and May from V. Thank you very much. Okay, here's Jason, Stephen, good night. A little over $3,000, you're the top 10%. There you go. And live well. You will need to have cash for things like a car. That's a good point. Yeah, $3,000 a month is great, but if you come over here, $20,000 to $30,000 is a pretty good number to have in the bank as reserve, because you're going to want to buy transportation, I'm assuming. He's right. You're going to have startup costs. That could be $2,000, that could be $5,000, depends on how extravagant you are. And you want a safety net, something to fall back on in the event of emergencies or an emergency flight back home, or you crash that beautiful new car you just bought. Easy to fall in love with little dogs. It sure is, because you know what? They just glue themselves to us. We are like the center of the universe. And I left yesterday and you stayed home.
Yeah.
Because you didn't feel good. You were like tired or something.
Yeah, because it's cold.
You just didn't feel like it. You weren't vibing it. So I went out and I met with Scotty Boy. That's what it was. And you said the dogs were mad all day.
Yeah.
They were mad I was gone.
Yes.
They weren't active or anything. Tada was mad.
Yeah.
Yippie's always happy. Yippee. Let's see. Love the lives. If you were in late 30s, early 40s, would you have moved sooner? If I had the money, I would have. Yeah, thanks, Christopher. There's guys here now, like Scotty Boy. He's 42. Chad Foster's here. I think he's about the same. Saw him yesterday, too. And there's a number of guys in their 40s, 50s, no, actually 30s and 40s that are making the move over here, and they're making their run on YouTube. Now, Scotty said that he made a video a day. He does live videos, just to keep some income coming in from the channel. And I guess if I was their age, that would be okay with me too. But I think about it now at my age, boy, that would just burn me out. I don't have it in me. Like I do a live once a month. Little white dogs, that's what they are.
Yippee.
Thanks for your info. Paul, I will be coming to Iloilo, Dumaguete, Siquijor, and Cebu for a month in March. Looking for a city to retire. Need to escape from California. Seems like everybody needs to escape from California. All the rules and regulations and taxes and nonsense. Cebu is a really good place to land for the first time and hang out for 2 or 3 days when you get off that flight, and try to get close to Ayala Mall, my advice, because it'll give you all the comforts of home and there won't be all that culture shock. And then Ilo, same thing. Just get a condo there in the city, hang out, snoop around. Dumaguete, a hotel or Airbnb. There's not many Airbnbs out here. Same thing. Just kick it around. And you can get the Siquijor from Dumaguete. So that might be your, I imagine you would land in Cebu, hang there, go to Ilo, and from Ilo to Duma, and then Duma to Siquijor. Sounds like that would be the pattern. Good morning from the Netherlands. Well, thanks for coming in, man. We'll see you both in mid-March. We'd like to take you both to lunch. It's a small price to pay for all the knowledge. Well, sounds like a plan to me. I don't eat lunch, but May will.
Yeah.
I always feel guilty because people say, "Hey, can I buy you a sandwich?" I'm like, "No, I don't eat till later." And China Dave is being acknowledged, as he should. In Cebu, there's a place that has snow inside. You can play. I heard about that. That would be a good thing to take May to. It's a little snow house thing. Hello, I'm 47. Bad habits, good health. No bad habits, I'm thinking you're saying. Simple guy, I have 1,200. Is that tight? Yeah, the answer is yes. But it would have to be a low-key, not eat outside a lot kind of lifestyle. Eat at home a lot. One bedroom, simple. What?
If you need the tissue, you have.
Yeah, I got the cold again. When you do that. May looks fabulous. May always looks fabulous.
Thank you, Paul. Say your name, Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Same name. It's a form of marijuana. Oh, CBD is a form of marijuana. I would say no. Any form of drug over here is they don't play. It's go to jail time. Do not pass go. So I'm not familiar with marijuana. I've never been a marijuana smoker. It's never been my thing. I tried it a few times. I hated it. So thank you, baby. Excuse me, guys, but usual runny nose. Did May get braces? Yeah, smile for the crowd.
Yeah, because of my pet. Yeah.
Yeah, she had this big gap.
4 months. 4 months, but now it's getting better.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
It's closing fast.
Yeah, it's close fast.
And it's kind of cool because she goes in once a month.
Yeah,
right?
once a month, 2 times for the checkup.
And excuse me, guys. And so I didn't know this. I always thought old school stuff, they put new wires in and tightened it and went through this thing. Maybe that's what they used to do. I never had braces. But with her, it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
She goes in and they pop the old ones off, right?
Yeah.
And they put in a new one.
Yeah.
And you get to pick a new
The
color.
first is cleaning.
First they clean your
Yeah.
teeth. And then
After that, and then
they pop in the new ones.
Yeah,
and you
new
pick a
one.
new color.
Yeah. Adjustment for your wire.
Okay.
Yes.
But they use a whole new set of braces, right?
Yeah. The doctor, the dentist, the doctor is very nice. It's very good for
Yeah. Yeah, our doctor, what's her name?
Myrene.
Myrene Garupa,
Yeah,
or something like that. Garapa.
Yeah.
She's an excellent dentist. She's across from immigration. And we're going February 1st, I think.
Yeah.
I'm getting my teeth cleaned, and you're going back for new braces again.
Adjustment.
Hey, Steve Burns. Central bank digital currency. Buddy, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Any and all CBD is illegal. Just saying. Okay, well, he does. I didn't know. I mean, I know marijuana and drugs are just don't even think about it. You get caught with that, your life is over. It's not playtime over here. It's like America in the 70s or 60s, where they put you away for 20 years for having, a bag of grass. But CBD is central bank digital currency, which I don't know anything about that either. But according to John, it's illegal. I would say no CBD probably is legal. Well, we have the same opinion. Mae is profiling the 18th century rural Spanish lady look. Looking fine. I know. I love little hats on Mae. Except when she wears baseball hats. She looks like a 10-year-old boy. Hello, I'm 47. No bad habits. Good health. Did we do this already?
Yeah.
If you have, excuse me, guys, I wouldn't bank on that. I would say 1,500 would be a better number. As a single guy, yeah, she had to go. The dogs were tripping out. My girls from there would love the snowball fight for 2 days and then say, screw this crap. Yeah. Yeah, it's cannabis. CBD is compound found in marijuana. CBD can be derived from hemp or any non-hemp plants. Hemp is defined as any part of the cannabis sativa plant with no more than 0.03%. See, I'm totally ignorant to anything doing with marijuana and all that stuff. So I'll just take your word for that. Great hat, Mae. I hope to be there sometime late this year. Would love to meet both of you with my future wife, and Mae would love my dog. She is 140 pounds, Great Pyrenees. All right. Well, you can't bring a dog into the coffee shop. We found that out. We tried. Hello, you two beautiful people. Thanks for what you're doing for us. My pleasure. Glad you're aboard.
Well, yeah.
It's been below freezing in Dallas, Texas. Far below freezing. Not CBD, CBDC. Central bank digital currency is evil. Again, I have to plead ignorance on this, kids. Bitcoin and all that stuff, I just stay away from it. I know it's probably the cool thing to do, but if I don't understand it, I'll get involved in it. It's so volatile. So, an American guy was caught in Angeles City, Philippines, and was arrested. Well, I don't know if that was for marijuana or with the digital currency, but they don't play. I'll tell you what, I can't talk about the digital currency. It's the first I'm hearing of it, to be honest with you. But the weed or any other drugs, like you buy some shabu from some guy off the street. Poof. Yeah, get warm over there. Why is the Philippines one of the only countries where girls in their 20s would consider dating men in their 50s? Seems too good to be true. Actually, I would say it's not the only country. There's a lot of countries, or a fair number of countries, not America, but there's a number of countries where the older man, younger woman dynamic is not frowned upon. It's really cold where I am right now, and I am sick for the last few days. Well, we're sorry to hear that. You get better soon. Yeah. Look how pretty Jocelyn is. Yeah, PH does not have the same mentality as the Western world. they will not learn. Not learn what? I agree they don't have the same mentality, but I don't know what they won't learn. Good morning from Melbourne. Tony Guerrero, why is the USA one of the only countries that don't have age gap? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because there's a lot of, age gap relationships in a lot of different countries. Many probably do not have a bike. Maybe I'm getting lost in the comments here because I don't understand that. I have WeChat, but I'll shoot you an email. Okay, you guys are chatting amongst yourselves. Hey, from Tucson, Arizona. Hope to be in Duma again soon. Well, come on down, Michael. Hi, from Thomas from Ontario, Canada. Longtime follower from your time in Cebu. Great to see you guys on live chat. Lovely couple and fun to follow. Thank you very much. Life's a roller coaster ride. That's a fact. Let's see, where am I? Cross-eyed Ann. Which one's cross-eyed Ann?
I think that's the David girlfriend. Was an eye?
Is she cross-eyed?
Yeah, it's not straight for look.
The eye?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We haven't seen Ann and she took off. And then she's the girlfriend of a guy named David.
Yeah.
And it's just like people that just want to like come and go from our lives. But one day they're there and the next day they're not. There's a lot of people like that, believe it or not. The people I used to hang out with years and years ago, I don't even know where they went. They didn't ghost me. I mean, I haven't seen them around town in years. I know they're still here somewhere, but that's a good example. And every now and then she pops up on our radar. Oh, I bumped into her and David up at Jules' house.
Yeah.
You weren't with me.
Yeah.
That was a few months ago. And so they were there.
Yeah.
But what happens, I think, to answer your question, like May and I, you couple up and you stop doing a lot of the socializing stuff. You might go to a friend's house that you're close with. We don't have a lot in common with David and Ann. Not that we have anything against them. We just don't have a lot in common with them. So that wouldn't be a normal person that we would call up and say, hey, let's go to lunch. But Jason here is my friend. Goldfinger's our friend.
Yeah.
May's got friends. And we do, Greg and Wilma and Joe and Lizelle, and all those people. We just have more in common with them. And so I think we sort of start to form our own little tribes. Let's see. I'll be flying from San Antonio, Texas to Cebu in March for 3 weeks. Hoping to move to the Philippines in 2025. I'll be 45 years old. Sending love and support from McAllen, Texas on the Tex-Mex border. How's the border working out for you over there? I heard it's a little rough. Yeah, coming into Cebu for 3 weeks, I think, is a really good stopping point. And kind of give you a vibe. Won't give you a total vibe, but it'll give you an idea what you're walking into. Let's see, they have reflective straps. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Something like that I think would be more proactive or maybe more sensible. Something that wouldn't get sold or it would get utilized more. There are a lot of people when we're driving at night, which is rare, but when we do, I come this close to killing somebody. And I'm just wringing with sweat when I get home. And May's like making noises and squeaking on the side, and she closes her eyes. And my buddy Mike was making a U-turn at night during the rain out of a gas station and drove into a ditch. He couldn't see it. It right wheel went right into the ditch. And when you know it, about 10 or 15 Filipinos came out and they helped him get out of the ditch. No tow truck, no nothing. They used long poles, put him under the car. About 15, 20 guys just lifted his car up and got him back up. So he's got that to deal with. But these ditches, she didn't know what a ditch was because she'd never heard the word before. So I pointed it out to her. And it's these gullies that they have for water. And another guy named Mike Prill that is up in Cebu. He bought a Wego like we did, and he flipped it into a ditch on its roof. He came out unscathed. But these ditches, the lack of lighting and all that. So I'm thinking the reflective gear of some sort, jackets, shirts, shoes. I don't know, that we could to just make it safer at night. Good morning, Paula May. Nice to see you on a live stream. Hi, David. Watch video of the regular guy. He's on his way to see you. He's already seen me. We already did a video yesterday. Let's see. Hi, Paula May. First time texter, long time listener. Is smoking allowed in bars and restaurants? Cold as F here in Wisconsin. Sort of, kind of. When I smoke, I'm a smoker. I know it's bad. I should quit. I know. I generally get up and walk outside.
Yeah.
And there are some bars that have like a smoking area up at the front with ashtrays. Casablanca restaurant, for example, has a smoking area, but it's outside the restaurant. So there's no smoking indoors. But if you're open air bar and you're on the end, I always take it a step further and leave. I walk out. I get away from everybody because I know they don't want to breathe my smoke. Do you still eat carnivore diet? You're eating low carb lately. You still like eating low carb lately? Yeah. Yeah. I eat once a day.
Once a day. Me 3 times a day.
Her 14 times a day. Lying to you. She says 3. Jesus. All right. Hey, it's getting warmed up.
Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. How are you? Nice wedding picture. Good evening from snowy New Jersey. 16 degrees.
Timothy.
Everybody is freezing their, you know what, off. In all of Dimmagetti, there are no stoplights. That's true. So you can't get a ticket for running one. I got 5 stars. Church Tacloban, that's the capital. I am originally from there. Oh, okay. I know where that is. Yeah.
Tacloban.
Yeah, Tacloban. Hemp. Hemp is illegal.
Mm.
Sir, how far from the U.S. Embassy? Do they support you when needed? Yeah, I'm actually a liaison with the embassy. So, what's today's date? Embassy is going to be out here. They want me to keep the date quiet and the location quiet for security reasons until 5 days or something like that before they come out. But they are coming out to Dimmagetti at a point in time in February. And to answer your question, the embassy is in Manila. I don't know how far it is in miles, but it's a hour ride from on a plane. May your sister's channel is doing well. You're awesome to help her. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, China.
I keep pushing the thumbs up for her. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Jing loves to get on live streams like this, and she'll talk for like 5 hours. She's a little chatterbox.
Yeah.
Unlike her, she's terrified that I'm going to get up and use the toilet. She doesn't want to be left alone. They're 2 different creatures, I'll tell you. May's quiet, and Jing is yacky.
Yeah, Jing is very coquette. She loves entertainment all day.
Stoplights are missing stop signs. We don't have any stop signs either. Have you ever been to Ormoc? We live in the UK. My wife bought a house off plan in Ormoc for our retirement. No, I've never been there. I've had no reason to go. A lot of people, though, I hear, are building, buying land, houses, or improving their houses because the family lives there and they already have the land. So I would imagine Ormoc's is good, if not better than Dimmagetti. I don't know. But if you build a house in the Philippines and you live in there rent free, that's cool. I mean, you can always travel if you need other stuff. Yeah, it warmed up in southern after of East Tennessee. It's now a balmy 24. Cool. Well, at least you're not at the negative, 60s that I was seeing. Derived from pot. Oh, okay. That's why I don't know anything about it. I've never been a pot guy. one less thing off the budget, I guess. I was in the Philippines last September, but didn't really enjoy my trip. I felt like I was stuck somewhere in 1970. I prefer Thailand, better infrastructure and feeling of safety overall. Yeah, that's not even an argument. That's I feel you, and I feel the same way, but different. So there's that Thailand, Philippines. But settle down. It's like a debate, you know. And both places have their pluses and both places have their minuses. So I don't think it's fair to say one place is better than the other. It's only fair to say it's better for me. So right now, the Philippines is better for me. Thailand would be a lot better for me if certain things changed. So yes, you're right. They have better infrastructure. I would disagree a little bit about the safety. But I'll leave it at that. I'm making plans to retire in Thailand. I'm wondering what's your view of is Thailand versus the Philippines? Well, we just went through that. I lived in Thailand for a year, and it was life-changing for me. It turned me on to Asia. Thailand, May loves Thailand.
Yeah, I like Thailand.
But we were in vacation mode, so you have to understand we weren't in the daily grind. So we were going out every day, and she was riding elephants and ski-doos and go-karts.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like nonstop vacation for her. So that's a different vibe than being there every day and going to the market. One of the negatives that occurred to me was the seasons change there. It goes from high season is great. Weather's nice. We were there during mid-season, so it was a little warm, but still tolerable. And then low season is like the summer months. And the humidity, especially in like Bangkok, it's like walking into a wall. I walked outside of the hotel in Bangkok during the summer back in 2005, and my shirt was just drenched. And that never happens here. So there's a little weather difference in Thailand. There's practically, unless you're in a tourist zone, no English. Signs out here, I'll give you the benefits of the Philippines is the English is a second language. Signs and anything that you have to read is all written in English. Where you go to Vietnam or Thailand, a lot of times you don't know what you're looking at. Better food in Thailand, better infrastructure, great internet. So a lot of those modern conveniences, but you're going to struggle with the language and you're going to struggle with driving on the left-hand side of the road instead of the right, unless you're from the UK and that's normal to you. And then
the food, the service, very fast.
Very good service, very good food, much better. So like I said, it's like there's this weird balance, you know. If you could put all those two together, those two countries together, you'd have the perfect place. Let's see, Grumpy Dude's here. Grumpy. Morning, kids. How are you, Paulie and Baby Mae? We're good, Daddy L. How are you doing? Everyone, yes, you. 329 online. Hey, 393 now. Mm-hmm. And only 21 likes.
Yeah, 388.
We always, thank you, Jason. We always forget to ask. I don't know why we do it, but we want likes on our live streams. And make sure that I don't want any injuries. So make sure you bend at the knees and hydrate. And I know it's hard to hit that like button, but just take your time. You'll get there.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, 3 houses. Coolest nightlife there. And North Point, a couple small Filipino bars, but sleepy little town is a Pilo Duma. Yeah, there is, you wouldn't be bored. When I say there's no nightlife, that's probably an uneducated comment. There's no nightlife because we don't go out at night. But when I think of nightlife, I'm thinking of a lot of bars with a lot of music and drinking and dancing and nightclub kind of activity. But there are a lot of local places where you can go, and it's just a lot more chill. There's only one place I think you can dance, and that's the Why Not.
Yeah.
But I may be wrong because I know Tiki Bar. Oh, Tiki Bar. That's more of a locals place, but they have dancing inside. I used to go there back in the day. I never went inside. I always sat outside. Yeah, that's a good point. It's kind of like an older person's nightlife where you can go to, like you're saying, the high and kick back and have a drink. If that's your thing. Have a conversation. You might have a band playing, and you're entertained for the evening.
New Zealand.
40 degrees. Well, you're warm compared to other places I'm hearing about, buddy. There's Mikey. Looking good. Love the mic. The mic's working good. All right. You still there in Cebu? Getting ready for the big festival?
Sinolo. Yeah.
Yeah, Sinulog. They went down for the festival. Mike's got two places. Mike's got a place in here in sleepy little Dumaguete, and then the wild and exciting Cebu. So they're like international travelers, these two. Mike and Janet, make sure to check them out. Please, guys and gals, hit the thumbs up. Hydrate in your meds. No sprained fingers. Exactly. No animals will be harmed during the filming of this live stream, I assure you. Good morning from San Diego. 62 here and beautiful. Ooh-ah. We'll be there in April. We'd love to buy you a coffee. Sounds like a plan, Kevin. Good morning, Paula May from Ireland. And Mindanao at the same time. I'm Irish. Good on you. I say good morning from 7 months on Samal Island, having a wonderful time. Don't have to look behind my back here like America. Can't believe low cost of living and the beautiful people of the Philippines. Well, Glenn, that about sums it up. Low cost of living, nice people, and laid back. Are you planning on taking your sheep with you? I don't understand that either. Just returned to America from 2 weeks in Bangkok. I couldn't get used to the smell. Yeah. I'm a wimp. Have you ever had an issue with anyone else? You go by some open air markets, buddy, at the wrong time of day, it can get a little ripe. I refuse to go to our public market. Now, she'll haul in there. It doesn't bother her, but I can't take it either. I can't smell this wet market, in the afternoon. And Bangkok, boy, it's been a long time since I've been to Bangkok like that. We've flown in and flown back out. But that's one of our little places that we want to do in a cheap escape. So, I don't know if that smell was everywhere, but for me, it was just by the wet markets. The traffic in Bangkok, something else too. Hey, Brazil's in the house. Thanks a lot, Glimmer. Come on, boys and girls, click the like button. All right, we're getting some likes requests, which I'm too lazy to do. So, okay, let's do it. Please hit the like button.
Thank you, Ida Jo.
I've never been able to be one of those guys that says, "Oh, please subscribe to my channel." I figure if you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe. If you don't. But I found out something. I found out that I was talking to a guy that knows YouTube from the back end, and he said that a lot of people won't subscribe to a channel because they think it costs money. And I found that to be very interesting. Like it's a magazine subscription. So, hi, Paul and Baby Mae. Hope you're both having a wonderful new year. So far, I'm going through my parents' stuff. My father passed away last month, and Mom's gone for 4 years this April. God bless you. Well, we're sorry to hear about your father passing. That's sad. God bless you, bud. Cannabis is illegal, that's for sure. As a foreigner, could serve years in prison. Thank you. Move to Thailand. That's true. There you go. There's another reason to live in Thailand. You can smoke weed. All right, so we have a Thailand supporter. Little dogs crave an old dog. Yeah, that's what happens. My little doggies.
Yeah, I give the food.
Oh, that's shut
yeah,
up. Okay, good thinking.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hi, Paul and May. P did a video on Dumageddon, possibly having an increasing foreigner population. Do you notice an increase in the cost of living because of this? I don't. I don't think the cost of living here is caused by foreigners. I think it's caused by inflation, just global inflation. It's gone up along with the rest of the world. I don't think there's that many foreigners here to begin with. I don't think there's this massive influx of people. Like you want to see a massive influx of people, look at the southern border of America. There's a massive influx of people. There's a massive influx of foreigners. Here, I would say 90% of the people that even watch my channel never make it over here. 10% finally pull the trigger and actually do it. So I don't know what P said in her video, but if she's telling you that we're pricing things out, I would disagree with her respectfully. I don't see that many foreigners unless I go to a foreigner-orientated place. Ground Zero in the morning is filled with foreigners. And you know what? By afternoon, it's filled with Filipinos.
Yeah.
Same thing with Tom Toms.
Yeah.
If we go to verify, I go to Tom Toms in the morning. There's all of us foreigners there. Yeah. And if I go back at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, who's there?
Filipino.
All Filipino. We go to Hypermart. I look across, I look around the place. Filipino. There's 1 or 2 or 3 white guys will come up and say hi to me.
Yeah.
All right. Or foreigners will come up and say hi to me. And that's all I see. Same thing at Robinson's.
Yeah, same.
You go to Robinson's, just one here, there's one there. And so now there's not this big monster influx and causing inflation. It's just in people's minds. They are buying some property here and there. But if you go stretch it out all across the Philippines, it's just not happening. There's an increasing middle class amongst the Filipinos. I think that might be driving up prices a little bit. But I think the inflation, not to go on some sort of rant here, is just what's going on in the economy globally. Cigarettes used to be $1, they're now $3. A meal at a restaurant, plate of eggs and bacon and toast was well, I'm talking about at a restaurant, you know, like if you go to the red tables. That's gone from like $2 to $4 or $5. So it's gone up a lot. Food's gone up a lot. Gas has gone up a lot. And there's where you get your numbers. Price of land has increased, but the further out you go, the less you pay. It's like America. If you want to live right in the city, you're going to pay top dollar. If you go out to the suburb, it's less. And then if you go in the outlying areas, it's less there too. And that's my monetary speech for the day. Yeah, call for thumbs up here. What happened to your Facebook? Nothing to my knowledge. I think it's still there. I saw it this morning. I hope so. Or not. It'd be fine if I didn't have Facebook, I guess. Howdy from Minnesota. How you doing, Bobby?
Oops.
Me too.
For the bread.
All right. Good morning, Baby Mae and Paul. You guys look great. There you go, Baby Mae.
Good morning. Thank you for watching.
Good deals with Airbnb on Mactan Island. All right. We don't have a lot of Airbnbs out here. Where do you typically hang out, Paul? My brother and I are coming to the Philippines on May 1st and we'll leave on May 14th. So we're going to try to be in Delhi or Cebu for about 2 weeks. Where do I typically hang out? Home. That's really my life, is here.
Yeah.
When we go out, I generally go down to the boulevard and grab a coffee with somebody.
Morning.
And then that's Tom Tom's Coffee. I'm going to Ground Zero this afternoon because there's going to be a guy there. But I kind of avoid that place because I just feel more comfortable at Tom Tom's. Not that there's anything wrong with Ground Zero. I went to Bo's Coffee this morning with regular guy because he prefers their coffee. So I said, well, let's go to where you like your coffee. And what else happens? What else do we do? We'll go in the car. We have a life. So like we have to go run errands, shop.
Yeah.
She needs to go somewhere. I need to go somewhere. Doctors, dentists, immigration, but a lot of that's in our rearview mirror. So I'm really looking forward to this year because we're so freed up. We're no longer searching for property. We're no longer trying to buy anything. The passport for you got handled. The visa for me got handled. These were all projects that we had
Yeah,
last year.
license.
License,
Yeah.
accounts, this, that, the other. They're all in our rearview mirror. They're done finally. And it was a working year last year.
Yeah.
We just were busting a move and didn't have a lot of time. So now I'm going to have a lot of free time this year. So we take the dogs. The dogs have become a big part of our life. And so we take those puppies out and take them for rides on the motorbikes, to now at least.
Special to them.
And we take them for rides in the car. And that's kind of we're really boring. We really are. What else do we do? We'll have friends. Like I said, we've got like certain people that we just enjoy hanging out with. So we might go down to a restaurant down on the beach and have lunch or dinner. I get SSI. Can I use that in the Philippines? Sure. Just have it deposited into your bank. The wife and I will be there in mid-February, diving at Justin's and picking up a contractor to build our place in Dowling. Missed meeting you last time. Hopefully we can connect. I hope so. So you bought a land in Dowling. Well, cool. And did you get a contractor already? Oh, you got to pick a contractor. That's what I'm doing too. We're trying to pick contractors. Like number 100. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We appreciate the likes. We're charging half price for likes today.
377.
Hey, Paul and May from Florida. Illegal. Remember, Goldfinger said he gets $1,000 a month, and he has more to spend that he buys helmets for the kids instead. Goldfinger has cut back. He does live on $1,000 a month. This month, I don't think he's going to maintain that. And he has to spend more than that, but he buys helmets for the kids instead. Well, a lot of donations come in for the helmets. Let's clarify that. So he does kick in money. We kick in money. Everybody kicks in to help with the helmet drive. Goldfinger has, like I was just talking about, May and I, people say, what do you do? And I was talking about couples. Goldfinger has settled down with a significant other. And so all of the motorbike tours and going here and going there tend to just sort of dissipate. And Goldfinger's fallen into a much more sedate kind of lifestyle, staying at home a lot, eating at home a lot. He gets sick a lot. He stays down for 2 or 3 weeks at a time sometimes. But yeah, he's living on $1,000 now, but that's because he's cut out all the nonsense. And he's got really inexpensive rent. And his girlfriend works, and I think she contributes. Coming again to Philippines in the summer, visiting Bulacan. Okay, Bohol, Boracay, and I always have a hard time with these. Leyte, lots of flying. I love to travel and meet new people. Going to get a tattoo from Apple Wang OD. Is that a famous tattoo person?
Oh, wow.
No.
Wow, congrats.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good job today. She made the escape. Came up slipping. I know you're still here. Yeah. I haven't forgot about you today. We're talking to the nice people out here.
Oh.
Kratom was legal in the Philippines, though not weed.
I
Sorry.
love you so much, Daddy.
Can you relax for just a minute? Whatever you're asking forgiveness for, I do. I forgive you. Whatever you did wrong, I don't know what it was. CBD is illegal. Now that answers that. Got a super hello from Central Florida. Love the channel. Thank you. I think the channel is going to end here in a minute because I'm being attacked by a wild animal. Hang in there, guys. I have to get my morning kisses. Let's see, Paul, are you able to live in the province with Baby Mae's family without all of your home comforts? Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't make it 24 hours out there. I'm just being honest with you. There's no way I can live in the province like that. No, bug bites would get me, first of all. And lack of air conditioning would kill me. I'm just, I'm an old, cranky old man, and I have to be comfortable. I was talking to a friend of mine we're in our damn near our 70s. He said, you know what, Paul? I just want to be comfortable. And by that, I mean bodily comfortable. I don't want to ache. If I have an ache and a pain, I don't want to have to move it. I want to be able to have the luxury of resting it. But if it's hot, I want to be able to cool it off. And so, no. Living out in the province is like camping. If I was 30 or 40 years old, sure, rock on. Let's go get it. I can jump in the river and cool off with everybody else. I just can't do that these days. It's just, I'm too old. That's the bottom line. I'm elderly and I have cataracts. That's my excuse for everything. What is kratom effect? I have never heard of kratom either. I'm really out of touch. I've been out of the country too long. In the USA, that method is called Invisalign, but they also still have the wires. Depends on what you want. Yeah, we were going to do Invisalign. You wanted Invisalign to begin with, but then you changed your mind. That's where you can't see them, right? Pay Maya. What's that mean?
Bell's May.
Hey, Bill. No, there's what I understand.
Worry.
Thumbs up. See? Thanks, Warren. That's all we ask. Good morning from Masbate City, Philippines. Guys, haven't been to Dumaguete. What was it saying?
Masbate.
Okay, Masbate. Dumaguete, plan to check it out this year. Can you recommend a nice resort there? Or do you have room? Yeah, just move in with us. What do you want, a resort? You want a
Private resort.
beach resort? Pura Vida's real nice, but expensive.
Starview. Very nice.
Starview is nice. It's on the other side. Critter Republic's nice.
Yeah.
What's that? Sierra Resort is nice.
Yeah.
There's a few, but I don't know what price range you're in. A lot of those are pricey. Pura Vida and Sierra are pricey.
But
Starview is okay.
Yeah, it's private up in the mountain.
Yeah, it's more of a mountain place.
Yeah.
But you can just stay with us. It's fine. Tired of the cold, heading your way in a few months. I can dig it. Good morning, Paul and May from Papinga. I plan to be back in Duma in March. Good deal. I don't. I tried Starlink, and one of the two didn't work. It was either the upload or the download. I used Justin's over at Critter Republic, and I can't remember. One of them was just terrible. I don't know if that's indicative of everywhere or if it was just that day or his place or what, but Starlink didn't really float my boat. I got an offer from some company to be an affiliate with them, which I turned down. And they have like a portable, like almost a little backpack thing. It's supposed to be a portable internet. And they offered to send me one for free if I would promote it on the channel. And I said, I don't want to fool with it. No. Hey, old Dog and Baby Mae, we moved to Philippines in August and love it. Well, cool. Where are you? We're in the Philippines. I hope they don't legalize marijuana. In about 20 years, it will be like the USA. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to offend a few of my pothead friends over there, but I don't think those drugs add anything to society. My kids smoke weed, and I could tell 1 minute after they got stoned how they slowed down and just kind of got stupid. But that old joke. The old joke is 4 guys get together and start drinking, and inevitably they start a fight. And then the same 4 guys the next night get together and they start smoking weed, and inevitably they start a band. So this weed just sort of slows you down and spaces you out, and I'm still a fan of it. And I do think it adds to, again, you're not going to like this, but I think it adds to the digression of a society. Anytime you alter your consciousness like that, I don't think it's healthy. I noticed you changed your Facebook.
I noticed.
That's like the 3rd comment Daniel's given me. Maybe, what'd you do, Daniel? I changed my Facebook. I don't know. I'll have to look at my Facebook after this is over.
I think you have the people for using your Facebook.
Probably. There might be a hacker. There might be someone that jacked my, that's happened before. Hell yeah. If you ever get a message from me or her with our faces, and it's like some really, profane, it's not us. It's somebody that's pretending to be us. So if something happened to my Facebook, we'll take a look. I'll take a look after the big show here. Early morning live stream. Shout out from California. All right, Steve. Don is talking about CBD drugs, not banking. I'm confused by all this stuff. Thanks, Paul. I will arrive Elo from LAX. Oh, that's interesting. Now that's a fresh one. Flying straight into Elo. That's cool. Scooter from there to Carl's, from Elo ferry to Bacolod, right? Bus to Dumaguete, sounds like me. Ferry to Siquijor, ferry to Cebu, fly back to LAX. Book Seafront Hotel in Dumaguete. You know what? We're going to check out the Seafront Hotel in Dumaguete. We're going to do a little hotel tour again. We did one a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I figured it was time, since there's some new hotels, that we get on the old scooter. When it's not raining, we'll take a day and we'll drive to 3 or 4 different hotels, and we'll take you guys with us on the scooter, show you how to get there. We'll go to this hotel, this hotel, this hotel, this hotel.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, we'll get 4, like before. And we'll do it in sort of like, I want to keep it friendly. In other words, I'm thinking of the guy or the gal that just gets here. They're here first time, and they just want to get settled in for a week. And I think, okay, these are the hotels that would probably be a soft landing for you. So there's the hotel by Robinson's. That would be a soft landing. There's this hotel that's right on the boulevard. That's by restaurants, coffee shops, the ATMs. All that would be really simple for you. And we'll go through and we'll see the rooms and we'll see the pricing.
Yeah.
And we'll try to do low, medium, high. We're checking into a hotel. I won't tell you the location because we want a night of privacy.
Yeah, have another people for attack.
We're doing it first part of February for my birthday. Lots of love from England. Thank you, man. 2 smoothies and a couple of coffees. Thank you so much.
Thank you, super chat.
Smoothies and coffees are our life. Those are like big treats for us. Good evening from Western New York, and I can't pronounce that.
Dasmariñas. Dasmariñas City.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
Marinas.
Let's see. And FYI, I was in a McDonald's there in Subic area, and it cost about $6. And the very same meal here is 11, right? Same taste and quality for anybody wanting American fast food. That is a true fact. That is true. When I was in California a couple of years ago, I think it's been a couple of years since I went to America, right?
Yeah.
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years. And that was when gas was $7 a gallon. Man, boy, that was an expensive trip. But I went in and it was like 12 or 13 bucks for a Big Mac, fries, and a Coke. And I couldn't see it. So I walked out. But here you can get the same thing like you're talking about for about I guess $5, $6, might vary, but it is the exact same French fry, exact same hamburger. Nothing changes, except sometimes they run out of stuff like French fries.
Mhm.
I have a very funny story about that, but it's too long. I won't get into it here. Not looking forward to the 20-hour plane ride. I know. I try to get direct flights. I try to get, Manila to LAX. I know guys travel. They go to Taipei. They go here. They go there. They go here. They go there. And they have these layovers, changes. I don't really understand why they do it unless it's just a lot cheaper. Because you can go from Cebu or Manila, probably primarily Manila, which is a pain, but Manila is a pain in general, the airport. You can get on a plane and just fly direct into LA. And then from LA, you can generally get anywhere you want to go, Florida or Texas or whatever. But, oh, no wonder you pay Paul to talk here. Is Daniel being like trolly?
Mhm.
I'm out. Thank God. I think this is the guy that's trying to change my Facebook.
Ah.
See you later.
Mhm.
I think Daniel's got a little bit of a discontempt for me. Nice dogs. We have a Newfoundland. All right. 45 right now, Fort Worth, Texas, so it's not so bad. Been here the last few days. 45 is not terrible. It's cool, it's cold, but as long as the wind's not blowing, you can make it. Not at all. I know I wouldn't date a lot older. You mean older? Not all. I know I wouldn't date a lot older. Well, that's cool, Jocelyn. God bless you. Everybody's got their preferences. You guys are up early. We're always up early.
Yeah.
We're early to bed, early to rise. We're the most boring people in Dominicati.
Because
Trust me.
the guy is 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and the dogs wake us up.
Yes. You're like,
But we conk out, man. What, 7 o'clock?
yeah.
It gets dark
Yeah.
and you get tired.
Yes.
And that's from growing up in the province. She set that timetable in her head, that sleep schedule, from going to bed at dark because there was no electricity. So it's like, what else do you do? May as well can't see anything. May as well go to sleep. And then when the sun comes up, we'll get up.
Yeah.
So that was her cycle. And it was really easy for me to follow into it because we get up, once you get into that cycle, you get up at 4 in the morning and you bounce around. And by the time you get home, we get home generally around 2 o'clock in the afternoon after we leave. 2 to 4 is sort of our time. And that's when I eat my one little meal. And then watch a little TV and go to sleep. And that's our life.
After you eat.
Isn't that exciting? Don't you wish you could be here? Good morning, guys. Expensive. Oh, my buddy. I'm going back there soon, finishing a new house. Congrats on your new property. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got to get together, bro. I want to chat with you.
Steve. Good morning.
Good morning to you also, Steve. Anyone says that you cannot live in is all BS. How I know because I'm living on 1,000 or 1,100 in the USA for the last 3 years. So I can live on that. Okay. Hi, Paul. Hi, Baby Mae. Do you recommend bringing extra battery backups and flashlights because of the power outages? We have one flashlight that's rechargeable. That's what I would recommend. As opposed to a bunch of batteries, I would buy, like we've got, a rechargeable one. And just get that puppy pumped up. And we need another one. We should have two.
Because tiny flashlight.
Huh?
Tiny. The flashlight is very tiny.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I don't know, batteries and all that gets kind of expensive. So we just inked up. I can't remember what we paid for it, but we got a rechargeable flashlight. And whenever there's a brownout, we just, go like this and figure out where it is and go away from there. No, Marty. No, I think that's twice I got asked that. I couldn't do it. I'm starting a YouTube site. Can I refer you to? Sure.
Timer.
Hello, Paul and May. There's my buddy. There's Smurf Crusher. 48 degrees. That's not too terrible. That's warming up. Now, what I just said about 11, it all depends on the type of lifestyle you live, and a higher lifestyle will cost you more money to live on a lesser. Lifestyle will cost you less money. Well, it's not what you make, it's what you owe, huh? So, like if you own your home and car free and clear, and you're not a high maintenance person with, champagne taste, yeah. Does it make more sense to land in Manila for 3 weeks to save yourself the last flight? Does it make more sense to land in Manila for 3 weeks? I'd rather land in Cebu, personally. If I was going to hang there, I wouldn't want to hang in Manila, if that's what you're saying. Just checking in. Thanks for checking in. Here's Randy. Trying to get everything in order to move over there. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thinking about settling in your area. Well, by getting everything in order, that's a long list. I think I've got some videos up about that, or other people do too. What to bring and what to do prior to coming to the Philippines. I have not done a video like that in years. But there's plenty of channels out there. So I guess the top thing would be, I always say it's money. Make sure you got money in your pocket. Make sure you change money at the airport. Have access to your money at home. You know how to zoom it over. Get it, or have a debit card that you know is going to work. Make sure anybody and everybody knows that you're coming here. Register with the embassy. That's very important. In case anything goes wrong, they can assist you. But, again, it's kind of a vague question. So prior to coming out, I would say if you're a big guy, bring plenty of clothes, because it's hard to find big shirts, big shorts, big shoes, big anything. The clothing out here selection is slim to none if you're a bigger sized person. Again, just access to your money, money in your pocket, and there's so many things. I mean, I just don't know all the mechanics of what you're thinking about, but I should do a video on that. The 10 things you need to do before you move out here. Make sure you call your banks and tell them that you're coming here. You don't want to get caught with your pants down, where you put your debit card in or whatever into the ATM and it declines it. So if you Google it, you'll find some, or YouTube it rather, you'll find some people that have got some recent videos addressing just that. When I can retire, I'm still 49. I have enough money to retire, but my kids are still young. I feel you. Yeah, and I really respect you for hanging in there with your kids. That's the right thing to do. I won't drive here at night either. It scares the heck out of me. Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted or the nearsighted. I mean, you have to have eyes like an eagle, and you have to go slow. And I'm actually a little bit confident if I was to be, say, down in Dumaguete and taking my normal route home, because I'm so familiar with it. I've done it 1,000 times if I've done it once. So I know even where little bumps are. But at nighttime, what scares the crap out of me are people. They just walk out of nowhere. Yeah. Or they come out on a motorcycle out of a side street really fast with no light on. And you don't see them until you're that far from them. So I'm just terrified of hurting somebody or being hurt. You're now self-snitching goes good with May's hat. Did I snitch on myself?
New member.
Nice roller. Hey, thank you. We have a new member.
Yeah, thank you.
I always forget to mention that. But I was going to do a weight loss video. Somebody asked me about how did I lose weight. And I thought, that's probably not something that would be for general consumption. I don't think many people would watch it. So I might do it today or tomorrow and put it on the members only channel And we did a whole interview with Jing
Yeah.
on members only. So thanks for being a member, man. Smoking is per municipality. Yes, true. Quezon City has smoking bars. Makati is very liberal about smoking. And I think Davao, very anti-smoking. And they were not happy about smoking in Iloilo. That I remember that succinctly. I hope you were able to meet with Mike from that Philippines life. There was a bit of a hiccup, but it would have been awesome for you to interview him from that. I did not meet him. Just remember that anyone tells you you need X amount of money to live on, you're just telling you the amount of money they need to live on. Well, yeah, it's all subjective. You know, I can live on 1,000, I can live on 2,000. Is 3,000 enough? It's one of those questions. I could throw it back at you. Well, if you're living in America right now and you live, I don't know, what's the cheapest state to live in America? Can you make it there on $1,000 maybe? Can you do it in New York? I would just say that if you were, I'll speak only for Dumagetti, to rent an apartment or a house, and again, the dynamics change. See, you could be single, you could be married, you could have 3 kids, you could have dogs, not have dogs. The dynamics change. If you're a single guy and you're buying 1 hamburger instead of 2 hamburgers when you go out to eat at night, and you're living in a $200 a month apartment, which is available out here. I know because Monty and I have teamed up and gotten one, my friend Monty, to use the YouTube channel, studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1,000 would still work. I mean, as long as you're cool with staying home or eating at home, and you're not, you don't smoke, and you don't have a lot of bad habits, and you're not blowing it all on women that are taking you, want you to be sponsor of the month. The last time I went to a bar, I bought a ladder with me because I heard the drinks were on the house.
Mm-hmm.
Going to Manila in October to see my girlfriend. Your YouTube channel has really helped me from Iowa. Well, thank you, Dale. I'm smoking and having a coffee right now. Always smoke outside also. I'm told by the police here in how you say that?
Masbate.
Masbate. Okay.
Yeah.
To put it out twice now. Bad habit, but hard to quit. Yeah. I don't think there's a smoker on the planet that wishes they hadn't started. There's nothing positive about it. I've been told by security mall cops, and police to put out my cigarette. So I just always complied. Done with the 9 to 5. Amen to that. Retiring 62 and a half. Good for you. Flying to Luzon in February. Can't wait. Good for you, Elmo. I'm happy for you, man. Aloha. Hawaii is like the Philippines, only 1,000 times more expensive. Yeah, I can imagine. Are we at the end of the comments? I hope so. Because we're going to wrap it up here soon. Oh, we got a lot of comments.
You have a new member.
Hold on, let me get back to where I was. All right, so let's see. I forgot where the hell I left off.
Jonathan.
Where did I leave off at?
Is Jonathan called me?
Oh, that's old. Hold on, kids. I'll be with you in a minute here. I got to look. I have cataracts. You got to give me a break. Where was I? Yeah, we went did that. We did that. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I found you. Here we are. You need to start without much you are living on right now in your own country, and then try to live on less and keep going less. See what's the lowest amount of money you can live on in your own country. Okay. I get it. Try to minimize as much as you can where you're at today, and then figure it's going to be less than that when you get here. Ormoc City is in Leyte. Leyte is the province, but the capital of Leyte is Tacloban. I heard that's nice in Tacloban. That would be great about how much money you need to live on overseas. It'd be a good start to find out how much you need. I've done a budget video every 6 months since I started the channel. So if you go back through my playlist, you'll find it. My latest one, which was the only update I've done since I started doing budget videos. I went from living on $1,500 a month to living on $2,000 a month USD. So it's on my playlist somewhere. If you go back in time, life in the Philippines. I'd love to be stuck in 1970. And you know what? Yeah. My actual opinion of it was more like coming into the 1950s when I got here. That was my initial impression. If it is unsafe, you live in the wrong place. Yeah. I've never felt threatened here. And there's a gun ban going on right now. Well, I know you heard that the Eagles got their butts kicked and are out of the playoffs. I didn't. I don't hear any sports information because I get nothing on TV. But thanks for letting me know. Not Baby Mae, but do you find Filipinas to be immature, too focused on what others think? I find that all Filipinas, including my wife, think way too much about what others think. And I don't know if it's a maturity thing or not. I know it's a cultural thing. So saving face and reputation is huge out here, including this one. So God bless you. I know you were trying to spare her that, and I appreciate that. Paul, you able to live in a province? Well, this is the fourth time this guy's asked me that. The answer is still no. I haven't changed my mind. What's two bets?
Your
my
intro.
comment, two bets.
You're the intro.
Tubers, two bets. A two bet is a female YouTube watcher, and a tuber is a male. And then the majority of you are crazy people. Hi, Paul and May. You always have interesting videos. Enjoy the info. Hope to be in Cebu or Dumaguete sometime this year. When is the best time to travel? 59
in Tampa.
In Tampa. That's best time to travel. The weather here, guys, is like goes from hot to hotter and from dry to rainy and or rainy to really rainy. Depends on what part of the country you land in as to what you get. So I can't tell you the best time. I would say the best time is the cheapest time to get your airline ticket. You know, just when you get the best deal, save a few bucks and go at that time. If you're planning to stay, what's the diff? I came here in the middle of summer and it was hot as hell. And it was a pretty harsh introduction when I first landed here. And I came from Vegas, but this is a totally different heat. What's two bets? It's two bets. Maybe I'm slurring when I talk. I would not want to pay taxes on foreign income like the Thai government. Well, they haven't put that in place yet. That's just what they're talking about. I think they're talking about taxes on the deposits. But again, it's just all conversation right now. But that's another thing about Thailand. The pros and the cons. That would be one of the things that I would put in the con section is they seem to change their mind a lot about the visas and taxing and all that. But will it go into effect? I don't know. What do you think about Malaysia? That's on our radar. I'm dying to go there. I will give a full report when I go and come back. May and I are going to go there. That's our next trip is Malaysia. Yeah. I don't know when that trip is, but when it happens, what do you like or dislike about Vietnam? I didn't care for Vietnam. My friends are over there right now, Dan and Chong from Vagabond Awake. I think they're there now. They are a great couple. Hold on. Got a motorbike going by. Got something going by. Helicopter. Tank. I don't know. Going up the hill. Anyway, they are the greatest couple. We really, really enjoyed their time with them. So just class act. And they're there. And they're talking about living there for less than $900 a month. And they're in Da Nang. I was in Nha Trang. It's got the infrastructure. It's got the 5G Wi-Fi all over the place. It was very clean. I did not find the people to be either friendly or unfriendly. No, I didn't feel threatened, but I didn't feel all warm and fuzzy when I saw somebody either. And language for me was impossible. I mean, I couldn't order, and there's nothing written in English. So if I went into a restaurant, it was all written in Vietnamese. And if the menu didn't have a picture, I didn't know what I was ordering. So I guess Vietnam is cheap and quality of life is very, very good. There's those are positives. If you knew the language, boy, you'd be cool for school. But it was just difficult for me to navigate and understand. Let's see. Okay. Do women there like lingerie? Do you like lingerie? You know what lingerie is?
No.
Yeah. Like sexy clothes?
Yeah.
Like nightwear? Yeah. Mae's got some lingerie. Ontario, here comes one more than one bat.
Mm-hmm.
With a monthly income of $5,000 a month, will I be able to afford a maid and a cook? I would think so. Biggest thing you can do with living on less money is by paying off your credit cards that you owe and pay it all off before moving. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did all that before I came out here. I didn't owe anybody nothing. I just liked it. Thanks. We forgot. We got to keep asking for likes. I don't know why. Thumbs up on the live streams. It's a tradition. I like traditions. Sure, when I enrolled in my CPA program in Canada, I remember they asked me to translate all my documents, and they were shocked from me when I said, in fact, I have never seen any document in Tagalog. So you're living in Canada now. You're from the Philippines, and you're now living in Canada. When the hell you like it there? Are you going to the meet in? No. We're not going to the big meet and greet. Looks like you have a troll. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. See, I'm kind of dim-witted. I'm a little slow.
I think account.
I think Timothy asked me about my Facebook, and he said he got bored. It's time for him to have a juice box. The trolls are too much. Right? If you're gonna troll somebody, at least do it good. Do a good job of it. But, they need some imagination. Where's Harriet? Remember Harriet? Harriet the troll. We loved Harriet. Harriet used to break my balls relentlessly, and we just had a great time with her. Harriet was the best troll I ever had. We were hoping she'd come on the show because it was just fun. Hey, what's the quality of dental service? Excellent. Especially like caps, veneers. Would you suggest for long-term visitors? I just checked into veneers, and veneers are how much? $400 a tooth. So you can do the math from there. I think that was the quote. For me to get my teeth cleaned is $30. Used to be $20, and it's gone up to $30. Again, inflation. Hell, it used to be less than that. When I first got here, you get your teeth cleaned for $10. No, I'm lying to you. $12. And then it went to 15, and then 20, and now it's 30. So dental care has gone up, but still compared to the States, it's a bargain. Where else can you go in and get a professional cleaning for $30 and real easy to make an appointment? No insurance, no forms, no nothing. Once you're signed in, and that's it. So it's in, it's out, it's easy. Like her dentist, who loves her, she thinks Mae should be on OnlyFans. Didn't she tell you that? Didn't she say you should be on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
The dentist? Yeah.
He said it. She liked my body. Joke. She's a joke.
I said, I never seen a school document in life in Tagalog. Good for you. Give them hell. Yeah, dental is cheap. I don't know. Is $400 good for a veneer? I imagine it is for one tooth. I looked at, and that's the good stuff, whatever it was. There's two kinds, and it was the good one. The example of dental rates, well, $30 for cleaning. Cavity might cost you, I don't know, another $20-$30. High quality dental, absolutely. Absolutely. You have to, oh my God, look at this. I think we're going to have to bail out, guys. What time is it? It's almost, we've been on for almost 2 hours. So we're going to ask you to refrain from any more comments. I'll do my best to get through them. So we appreciate you guys coming along. Uh-oh, the boss is over here. We got to go do something with her.
Excuse me, guys. I need to take her to Tada.
This is Memorex, yes. Nice chat. Thank you, Michael. 200 likes. That's better. Thank you very much. We got 200 likes, baby Mae.
Oh, thank you.
Break out the good stuff.
Thank you very much, guys.
Mae's got to go. She got to take care of the doggies. I am marrying a Filipina in April. My dad married his Filipina in September of 2022. We hope to meet you someday. Well, your dad married a Filipina in 2022, and you're married in April. Wow. Good for you, man. Hey, thanks. I got a new member, Daniel Hall. For the super expensive price of 99 cents a month, you too can be a member. We throw up some different kinds of videos up there. I love the 70s. Never go out as the sun is down. 76 will do that to you. I'm with you, brother. I was just talking yesterday to a kid that's 42, and he goes, hey, did you ever see pictures from the 80s? I said, are you kidding? I lived during the 70s, and he couldn't fathom it. You know, wow, you were there. I was. Everything has its season, my friend, including us. After arriving in Manila, acting as a tourist, want a room and acclimate. What's the best way, in your opinion, to find hotels as the personal rooms from area to area? I use Agoda. I use an app called Agoda, and I always read the reviews. I don't believe so much in the star rating because they can kind of fake that. But the reviews, I'll read the reviews on a hotel, and they'll pretty much tell you the tale. Cincinnati says hello. He'll help out to you. Send Lechon. I'll get fat. Actually, Lechon by itself won't make you fat. It's the rice that'll kill you. Hey, we love you too, Andy. What's going on, buddy? Are you back? Please don't say Facebook. Yeah. Facebook is not my favorite place. I have it because it has Messenger. I like Messenger. I'm not a big Facebook guy. Paul, are you able to live in the province? No. Keep going to the same question, man. Thailand is changing the law. Be warned. Thailand is going through some changes. I have a friend that I just talked to last week. He's living over there. And he told me about all the visa stuff. Border runs, 2 by bus, and then 1's got to be by plane. So you guys can Google it and figure it out. If I go to Thailand, it'll be for a week, and that'd be that. Let's see. 62, recently retired, just applied for my passport. Huh? First trip there in a few months and hopefully moving there within a year. Great channel. Thanks, man. Good for you. And getting a new passport is not a bad thing because you'll have 10 years on it if you do decide to stay here. The laws on weed in Thailand are changing. Do your homework. Yeah. It doesn't interest me at all. They can have it or leave it. What's going on my clicker? P's video showed that there are not too many people in Dumageddon. I didn't see the video, but I think we were talking about this earlier about too many foreigners living here, and I said I don't believe that. Apparently, P concurs. If P concurs, that must be true. Let's see, same here in Canada. They're letting in way too many immigrants. We need to fix the homeless issues first. Yeah, I think you should take care of your. I'll be talking more about this on my members channel. I'll go into some of those sort of things. But don't you think you should fix your country first? Take care of your veterans and all that before start taking on new challenges. Greetings from Mindanao. About to buy some land today. And due diligence was done. Good for you. Have you been to Davao? What's your opinion? I haven't. I originally was going to move to Davao when I first started researching. It was told it was the safest place. And then I got swayed over to Dumageddon. And then I heard Davao was really, really strict. So I said, well, I don't like strict. So I never went. But I'm sure it's fine. Double cheeseburger at McDou's was 88 in May 2022, and it's now 125. Nothing to do with that. That's correct. There's not enough of us here. If I go to McDonald's,
Yeah.
how many expats are in McDonald's, baby?
3.
Us. It's all friggin' kids getting out of school going in to get ice cream, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's me and one other guy. It's this whole expat myth that we're flooding into Dumageddon and taking over the town and driving up all the prices. It's just that. It's a myth. Yeah, there's people moving here, but as you see in the comments, people are going all over the Philippines, Mindanao, you name it, Luzon,
Yeah.
Manila. They're landing in their girlfriend's province and starting their life there. And now there's not too many. It's not like there's hordes of people coming into the Philippines. And I stand by my statement that 90% of the people that may be checking this out, I'm not saying they won't leave or they won't go from where they are when they retire, but I think 90% of them probably won't come to the Philippines and 10% will. And then others might go to Ecuador, or they might go to Portugal, or they might go to Spain, or they might go to Kansas from California. I don't know. P says she did not see a large influx or existing overpopulation of foreigners in Dumageddon. Hey, if P said it, you got to believe it. Let's see. I started vlogging here in the Philippines 15 weeks ago. Any hints or tips you can give me? As soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know. I don't know what kind of vlogs you're doing, but there's a niche for everybody, I think. And just talk the truth and speak your heart and follow your, whatever you think is missing. Maybe you can say, all right, I don't see anybody else doing this. I'll do it. I think that would be the way to go with the channel. Sorry, guys, I got allergies as usual. I'm just waiting for my first Social Security direct deposit, then update all my papers, and I'm on my way. Chris, you're a good man, because that's exactly what I did. I waited till that first friggin' check hit the bank. In fact, I waited for the second one, and I continued to work a little bit and save some money. But I want to make sure that friggin' money, it was going to stay, and my boy was going to continue to go into the bank. I was really paranoid back then. And make sure, please, when you come out here, I don't mean to preach to you, that you've set up a way to transfer it from America to here. I'm not advertising or doing anything, but I use Zoom. I've just found them to be very reliable, and the fees aren't outrageous. There's other outfits that are out there. If you have a debit card, credit card, anything like that, brother, make sure you call them and say, look, I'm going out. They'll have to say you're moving here. You just say, I'm going out of the country on these dates. I want to be able to use my credit card, my debit card while I'm here in Vietnam or Thailand or Philippines. And they'll be, as long as they put that in the computer, you're good. And update, like you said, all your Address information, forwarding address is good to have. An international phone number is very good to have while you're out here. Almost a necessity the first few months. So good for you. 1 bat plus bat equals 2 bats. That's right. 2 bets. When I come to the Philippines, in 2011, exchange rate was 40 to 1, and the exchange rate is 56 to 1. Enough said. That's a big factor in your money, by the way. And that's something I'm remiss in. I'm glad you brought that up, Jack. I really am. Thank you. They don't mention that enough. When I got here, it was 47, and now it's 56, and it got up to 59. So when we're talking about budgets, and can I live there on 1,100 or 1,200? Well, the exchange rate plays a ton into that. So you have to look at your home country. I mean, I remember the pound was killing it for a while there. I don't know if it still is or not, but I remember I used to be envious of the pound because I'd look at the chart and would say the dollar was getting 50, but the pound was getting 65. I think, wow, that's a big difference. Good for English people. Hi from the Philippines. Emmett, how are you doing, man? Have you started your income? Not yet. No, I haven't got my statements yet. I haven't got my 1099 from YouTube, and I haven't got my statement from Social Security yet. Once those come in, I will. It's simple. How long does it take to get adjusted to the humidity? Took me my standard answer on that is a year for me. It took me about a year to get used to it, but that's just my body.
New member.
He loves new members.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, we're going to crank out a weight loss video, I think, on the next member video. We put that one up with Jing, with your sister. I talked to her for 20 minutes. And I thought it was too risque to put on my channel. So I said, just give this to my members. They'll like it. Her sister has attributes. Thank you very much, John. Steven, thanks so much, man. Coffee money.
Much.
Right on. Or snacks for today.
Yeah, it's not for today.
Yeah, there you go. Tell Steven, thank you. Oh, you bought next to Greg and Wilma. Good for you. Awesome. Was it your wife I met? I can't remember. I remember I met a woman here, and she wanted to use my lawyer. I believe she did. Mm-hmm. And she bought next to Greg and Wilma also. If you're the same people. I don't know.
Say thank you, Stephen.
Did you sell everything when you left the States? Sure did. I came with a backpack and one piece of luggage with clothes in it. I brought a computer, phone, and clothes. That was pretty much it. May, like Paul, I've also got a nice channel, like your interviews, and I see you improve your skill over the last few months. Questions for you both. Do you see yourself moving to Thailand? No, I don't see us moving to Thailand. We just bought land out here, which doesn't mean we can't travel or go somewhere. Yeah. Doesn't mean we can't move to another country for a couple of years. Just because there's land sitting here doesn't have any bearing on it. But the reason I bring that up is I'm going to leave the planet well before she does. And I just wanted to ensure her that she had a little piece of the pie before I did, and that she had a roof over her head. You have a house free and clear, and your little scooter's paid for. What else do you need? You need a little income. You got that with your YouTube channel, and you can always sell sticky rice.
I don't like
you're great with the sticky rice business. Pay 3, sell for 1. Good job.
I don't like advance.
We need to keep. You shouldn't like talking about me, Diane. I have 2 Yorkies. All right. Well, you want a couple of? You want a couple more? Cute little doggies. Yeah, I don't know about this kratom stuff. It's always something every year. It comes out with some new fad. Getting married at Manila, February 17th. That's our wedding.
Yeah.
Hey,
Same anniversary.
Hey, we're gonna have the same anniversary. Good for
Yeah.
you. February 17th is gonna be our anniversary. And SS is communicating that my marriage status will be reported to them. In addition, they state I need to report the Phils as my home location. I don't know about that.
But yippee.
I don't know. I just know that now that I'm married, I get an extra tax deduction. Because I talked to my accountant and I said, hey, is there any issue with me living over here? No, not at all. As long as you pay your taxes, you're fine. Up and coming. All right. Paul, thanks for all the info. Surgery done, divorce in progress, and going to be there to live. So glad I already look like a tall Filipino. I'll try to be quiet and blending. Not bad. Try to come in and blend. Glad your surgery went well. Divorce is in the works. Sounds like the typical expat. I've been over there 2 times. I would love to move, but unfortunately, I have a lot of ties here with the grandchildren. I'm going to do a video about that, leaving family, and a conversation that I have with a gentleman about that. And I get it. I totally get it. If you've got little kids or grandkids and you're super attached to them, that's instinctual, brother. That's biological. And I salute you for it because you want to be around them and love on your family. I think that's touching. I think it's great. But I think you need to carve out some time for yourself too. So maybe you can come over for a month or 2. Wang OD is very famous. Is 106 years old. Oh, this is the tattoo. Yeah. I thought she was in Thailand. Is 100, and you'll visit her for tattoos from all around the world. Want to look for property. That's right. That's the Sikhi whore lady. I had her confused with some 100-year-old tattoo artist in Thailand. I think Anthony Bourdain went to her and got a tat on his arm. But Wang OD is very famous, 106 years old. You know what? If we ever go to Sikhi whore, I want to find this lady and go see her.
Yeah, that old
I don't want a tattoo, but she's 106 years old and still doing tattoos. Now that I would like to see a lot more than the other stuff. But I'm coming over again in July. I'm hoping to get down your way. If I give you a shout to see if you're busy. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you've got the grandkids. Okay, so you are coming out to visit. That's good. My ex is a dentist. Do not Invisalign. No, we didn't do that. Set your teeth and return. Oh, okay. Good news. And they spend a lot. I mean, they cost a lot of money too. So I'm glad she got the old-fashioned braces. Thank you for the thumbs up, Eric. We got a couple of thumbs up from what I understand. Liquid is the best dye resort. Mark Thornton. Okay. Greetings from, I don't think this is Mark. This is what I was talking about. This is not Mark's handle here. So this is an imitator or an imposter right here. That is not Mark Thornton, and that is not him commenting on my live stream. Just to clarify. Okay. Greetings from Sydney, Australia. Mr. Brister, Tess and I prefer Starbucks. Been in Dallas 6 weeks, and yes, still westernized. Thank you for the super chat there.
Yeah.
Really. See, I didn't like the Starbucks out here. It wasn't the coffee I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that you had to walk upstairs, and there's no Wi-Fi. So, but I understand. We all have our taste. And you're out in Dallin. Cool. Hey, if a Filipino child in the Philippines gets sick and needs to stay in the hospital, but parents don't have money, what can be done to make sure the child gets the medical help they need? I can answer that. Yeah. There's here in Duma, I can speak to. In the Philippines, I imagine there is free hospitalization for the indigent. And it's brutal conditions. It's poor medical care. Your cousin
Yeah.
went to the hospital,
Yes.
and May went down, and I'll keep it private what she did because she doesn't like to talk about it. But May helped her family, and the guy was just laying in the hallway, and they finally got him into intensive care room. But it's at Provincial, which is like a free clinic. I don't know how else to put it. And they want you to pay, but if you don't have any money, you have to fill out a bunch of forms, and they give you a pass. So, unfortunately, a lot of people die. It's just a harsh reality when that's the case, because the medical care is not that much. In fact, she said both your sisters have had husbands die.
Yeah.
That they just couldn't get the medical care. They were out in the province. They got to whatever facility was available, and both of them died. She's got two sisters that are widowed because of that.
Yeah, Risa and Jing.
Riza and Jing, both are widows. And their husbands were young.
Yeah.
You're in
So
a-
Risa's husband is 25.
25 for Riza. And how about Jing?
I think 50.
What, we got to get off the computer now? Okay. Well, Tada says we got to go. So we're going to start wrapping this up.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to try to get through as many comments as I can. I would like to go to the Philippines for retirement, but I can't even stand the heat in the community. I doubt that I could take it there as I get older and crankier. Yeah. Well, the thing is I've been to Virginia. I've been to Williamsburg, Virginia, and I found that actually stickier than here, to be honest with you. So there's what we call air conditioning chasing, where we just go from our air-conditioned house to our air-conditioned car to our air-conditioned mall or restaurant. And basically, it's just getting in and out of the car. If you have that kind of lifestyle, depends on how old you are, how active you are. Beach resort, please. There is, well, beach resorts. What did we name those earlier, right? There's Sierra, where Critter Hunter's at. There's Pura Vida. That's where we go. Where else do we go? Atmosphere, but we've never been there, and they're expensive. There's Mike's. I can't recommend a lot of them because I've only stayed at Pura Vida, and I've only stayed over at Republic. We stayed at Liquid one night, but we didn't like it. I don't know why we didn't like it. Something about the water pressure. By the way, it looks great and young as always. Yes, she does. She had to bail out because of the dogs, and I would have to bail out with her. My Filipino wife are moving to the Philippines in February outside of Papanguin City. Would enjoy getting together with you sometime. Well, if you're ever in town, just pop on in. I'm usually over at Tom Tom's Coffee in the mornings. Good morning, Paul and Baby May. Hope you're doing well. We are, Randy. Thank you. From Ireland, have you been to Davao? No, I've not been there, buddy. Thanks, man. I'm packing my bags right now. Good job. Bambulo Resort is a nice tranquil with a very, very reasonable price. It's here in Bacong, Dumaguete. Bambulo. Yeah, I've been there, but I didn't know that they had rooms. My bad. Maybe they've changed things. I thought it was just a pool and like a day use place. I agree. It doesn't affect everyone like that, but it affects you nonetheless. Yes. Mr. Hansen. Is Mr. Hansen still in Dumaguete? I don't know a Mr. Hansen. Was I supposed to? So your joke about weed shows way better than drinking, but moving on. Well, have you considered buying a tricycle? And do you still sit in the back and May drives you around the local area? That's my ultimate fantasy, is to be chauffeured around by my wife. But unfortunately, I'm still in charge of the steering wheel. When you're drunk, you're on a stop sign at 80. When you're stoned, you'll stop and wait for the sign. Turn green. These are the comments I live for. And now we're winding things up, and now you guys get funny. Good Lord. This Filipino hair is bad habits. Why is she wearing a hat? Why is she not wearing a swimsuit? Yeah, I know. We've got to work on that. We need to get May back in her bikini here on the show. Hi there. How are you? I like that wee joke about the stop sign. That's funny. You got the Michael Jackson hat. That was supposed to be my hat. You Baby Mae are awesome. I'd like to talk to you. Now you're busy, but your channel is awesome. Thanks, Dale. I meet a lot of people down on the boulevard when I just, 3 days a week, maybe I go to Tom Tom's Coffee about 10 o'clock and I hang out there for a couple hours just because I want to. And I get on my phone and jiggy-jack around and I usually bump into somebody and it's always fun. It's always cool. People come over to say hi and they see the channel and sit down and we just sit around and shoot the shit for a while. Good morning, Paul and Baby Mae from Saskatchewan, Canada. My favorite place to go fishing. Hope is to connect in May of 2024. Sounds good to me. 100 people check in behind you. Check out Fiesel in your hotel tour. Oh, okay. I stayed there, 1 block from Ground Zero on the same side of the street. Less than 1,000, 1,200 a night. Lots of hot. Good deal. I'll actually write that down. Because you know what? All these new hotels have hit. And, I hate to state the obvious, but I don't need a hotel. May and I are checking into a hotel here in town for my birthday next month. But I honestly, I see them go up. I see a new sign, but I have no desire to go look at them. And then I think, well, a good video for guys coming over here, we did it a couple of years ago, would be to go check out 2 or 3 or 4, as many as we can fit in a reasonable amount of time in a vid, and do the prices and show the room. So the guy that's got $20 a night, 40, 60, 80, 100, kind of like that. And so I've heard of that hotel. I'm going to write it down. Pretty sold. And we'll try to make a easy peasy loop and start from landmarks that you guys can get acclimated from, like Robinson's Mall or the Do and Get Me sign, something like that. Happy New Year to everybody. Hi, Crazy Old and Baby Mae. You betcha. Crazy is right. Big Mac and fries, Coke, $17 in Chicago. I thought 12 or 13 was crazy. I just can't imagine inking up 17 bones for something that I used to pay $5 for. Remember the dollar menu at McDonald's? Hey, Paul, just a quick hello from Canada. Well, thanks for that. Ouch, too cold. I know it's cold. Poor baby, little Filipino over there in cold old Canada. Let's see. Hello from Nashville. Selling off and hoping to be in Battalion Island, Cebu. Full-time very soon. Good on you, Red Horse. 388 watching, 12 likes. Well, that's 11 more than we usually get. So thank you. Once in a while, we get a like. Hydrate. Bend at the knees. Do not hurt yourself. Likes are free this week. But they're jealous of you guys. Some people are. Troy stopped spamming. I think I took Troy out of the loop. I had to take the other guy out of the loop because he kept asking the same question. Troy is an easy block. Yeah, I think I put I don't block people. I just put them what's called a timeout. I don't like to block anybody. I figure maybe they're just having a bad day or they're, had a couple of pops. So I don't want to just block someone from the channel forever. I put them what's called a 15-minute timeout. Paul, you sound like a cheap date. I am a cheap date. You got that right. When I come from Dallas, planning a stop in Tokyo is one of my non-stops from here to Manila. I'd love to go to Japan. I think we got rid of Troy. Thanks for pointing it out. I'm really slow on catching on with these guys. It's not normal behavior. Where are you going? You taking the dog for a ride?
Yeah.
All right. May's out of here. She's taking the dogs for a scooter ride. You should see that. I should video that for you sometime. Hey, Paul and May, it was great sitting down with you last week. Just got back from a couple of days in Mobile, and it's not a patch on Sikihor. What are you talking about, patch, brother? This is Simon, my buddy. Yeah, we had fun sitting down. I got to know Simon. We did a video. He did a thing about all the bars, all the booze he drinks in Segura. And there's like 64 new bars there. I had no clue. And I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying though about mobile. It's not a patch. What that means. He talks funny. I said that at the beginning of the video. Listening to you from a cruise ship in the Caribbean, heading back to Fort Lauderdale, 10-day cruise on the Caribbean. Wow. I've never done a cruise. Paul, old dog, new tricks. Great to see you guys live. Keep up the good videos. Always bringing good advice about the Philippines. Thank you very much. Paul, I do not know about you. I know there are a lot of things a couples can do in the dark. Okay. Do you think you'll hit 100,000 and get that shiny plaque? I hate to sound this way, but I could care less about that plaque or 100,000 subscribers. I've never been in a race to the top, wherever that is. There's always somebody above you, right? So the only subscriber number I was looking for was 1,000. That was the one that made it. And it took me a year, 11 months to get 1,000 subscribers. I didn't have it easy peasy, where everybody just goes on another channel these days and gets it promoted. And the next thing you know, they're monetized and up and running. I came up the hard way, kids. So, no. I imagine if things go the way they continue to go, I would be, where am I at now? 80 some odd thousand? And I get about 900 to 1,000 subs a month. So, what is that, 20 months? That's over a year before I would hit 100,000. Hello, Paul and Baby Mae. Hoping to get to Dumagetti later this year from Samar. Cool. I want to send some small stuff there before I move. What shipping do you use? LBC. Hi, Paul and Baby Mae. Well, hi there to you, Renee. You are tall and heavy, but a whole lot of clothes when they are on sale. Amen to that, sister. You got that right. If you are tall, big feet, big waist, big chest, you know, packing 300 or plus, 250, more, 200 even, it's pushing it. You need to bring plenty of shorts, undies, shirts, shoes. It's just, they don't have big sizes out here. This is coming from a Filipina now living in Canada. She's confirming. Thank you very much. Going to dinner today from Iloilo. Are there any meet and greets? No, not that I have planned. In fact, the only meet and greet that we did was at Sideways, and I did that for JR from JRC Visa Consulting. He wanted to press some flesh, but I haven't planned. I don't think I'll ever plan another meet and greet. Thanks, Paul. SoCal is not only expensive, it's become lawless. I can't wait to get out. Well, I plan to go to Apple Island and rent a scooter, cruise through Dumagetti. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. I agree with you on all points, buddy. So glad I'll have the wife until when we make the move 24 months out. Yeah. What a great life that is. I mean, I know so many guys, not so many, but recently all these guys have been coming over with their wives and setting up shop over here instead of just being a single guy that's, you know, trying to reboot his life like I was. It's nice to see. It's nice to see couples. They did the 20, 30 years together. They both worked. They saved. She might be Filipino. She may not be, whatever the case, but they come over here as a couple. It's really kind of heartwarming. I like it. Uncle Dave became a YouTube member. I like them apples. How much did the braces? Oh, how much did the braces cost you before you go? Oh, I remember 80,000. 80,000 pesos, right? Yeah, I know it's stolen. Well, you have to come around here. This is how May takes the dog. This is where Yippee will jump out of the bag. May puts Tada in a shopping bag and hooks her onto the back. But Tada will jump. I mean, Yippee will jump out. So she's got her in a little doggy backpack. So Yippie's going to be on the back. Tada's going to be in the front of Mae's scooter, and they're going to go zipping around up and down the hill. You're going to go by me. Are you going to go to 7-Eleven, or are you just going to drive around? Just drive? Good. With 2 dogs, you don't need to go to the store. That's too much. So anyway, that's how things roll here in the McGill compound. Let's see. Renee, I'm here in Cebu for Sinulog. A lot of people went to Cebu for Sinulog. Yes. Want weight loss video. Okay. Well, I'm going to do one for the members, and we'll see how that goes. And if it's really popular, then I'll throw it up on the general channel. But I don't think that there's that much interest in it, to be honest with you. I don't think people tune into my channel to hear about a weight loss program. I may be wrong. I usually am. We'll see what happens. I'm losing weight over my belt. Your microphone is magic. You made it all the way down here in the chat. Love you guys. Have a great day. I'll shoot you an email. Okay, brother. Yeah. China Dave knows the challenge I have getting all the comments. So hopefully I can get through them. But I am going to end it in, say, 13 minutes. That's like 2.5 hours that we've been up and running. A little chilly there at 68 degrees. Bragging over there in Tucson. Good morning to you both, Dave and Bella Dumagetti. All right. Hey, good morning, Paul Baby Mae. You're right. Driving at night is scary. We went downtown to celebrate Glenn's 1 year in the anniversary in the Philippines. We rode a trike. Glenn, if I'd have known that, I would have had him on, if he wanted to be, on my 1 year anniversary show that I did with the other 3 guys. That'd be interesting. I'd like to talk to you guys on my channel. That'd be fun. Anne's my neighbor and a great girl, and her boyfriend's awesome. I'm in Tucson, Arizona also. Okay, talking amongst ourselves. 8 degrees. I like the 64 number better in Tucson. Good morning, William. Affect my VA pitch and come over in without VA hospitals. You got a VA hospital, I think, in Manila. I'm not a veteran, so it's not for me to talk. Another guy I was talking to earlier wrote me an email about going to Guam for the VA. But you got something out going on in Manila. There's not one in every little city, though. Everybody quits smoking. Sometimes the person chooses when, sometimes nature chooses for them. True. Sometimes you just, have to be dead and buried before you quit. After watching you plan to retire in Mindanao after living in the USA all my life, although I was born in Manila, love it here in the PI. My skin here loves it too. Okay. So you're a native, you're a local, and you relocated back to America? Okay. Or your parents took you there, and now you're coming home for the final chapter. My dad was there at 45, I don't remember it. No driving for me at night, just not worth it. Gotta love it. No lights on numerous vehicles. Yeah. I'm actually okay, believe it or not, if I'm on my bike by myself without me. It's a lot easier to navigate. It's the car that scares me. I mean, for me to navigate and not hit anybody, it's another bike coming out. The light on my bike is just better than the car, believe it or not. So I can see better and I can maneuver quicker. But the car scares the crap out of me that I'm just going to plow into some, because they come zooming out without looking out of nowhere. And they're just in front of you. And they haven't looked to the left to see if anybody's coming. I don't know. We've come this close to just taking somebody off the planet. Thankfully, we never have. Coming from Toronto soon to visit my girlfriend. We'll be staying in Dumagetti. Big fan. Awesome. Come by Tom Tom sometimes. We'll go to Ground Zero and see Mark. Odie and I are looking to go to a family's house in Capiz in November. Wishing you we were there right now. It's about -14. Well, in November, you'll be a happy camper. You'll be over here, buddy. Is there a video we discuss your experiences and tips on it? I haven't done a video on that. I've never felt the need to, because for the first 3 years I lived here, it was just Social Security. And I didn't even have to file taxes, period. And then I worked for a year on YouTube and didn't make any money. And then after that, I made a little bit of money on YouTube and I had to file taxes. So I just did it online. And it was as if I was in America and I got a W-2. I'm able to do my own taxes. I don't have huge income. Between Social Security and YouTube, it's nothing out of the ordinary. So I can just take the standard deductions and move on with my day. Now, guys making big money on YouTube or any other entity, they would need an accountant. And but that can be done remotely too. So I that's all I would really have to say. I don't see dedicating an entire video to it. Everything with the internet, with emails and whatnot, you can just send your information. I did. I just sent my information to the IRS, and after filling out the form, and I electronically paid my taxes, and that was that. Quitting smoking is easy. I do it at least once every day. Yeah, me too. You mentioned that you're in a liaison. What does that entail for you? Well, it's if somebody's in trouble, primarily homeless or destitute, and they're in trouble, somebody generally contacts me about that person, and then I contact the embassy on their behalf. And I just have criteria that I need. I need information like their name, their location, their social security number, if they're willing to give that up, names of any relatives or next of kin that the embassy can contact, a contact phone number for the person that's in trouble, probably doesn't have a phone, so the guy or the gal that's helping them. Did this recently with Derek of Q Adventures. He found a homeless guy and he was trying to get him beefed up, and I think he used me to get with the embassy and got him repatriated back to his country. Or his guy may have been in England. I helped him with his visa status, I think, with JRC donated his services to him. One of the two. But anyway, if a guy is homeless, if there was a guy here that died, and he didn't have, I called the embassy on that. They actually contacted the funeral home and told the funeral home what to do, and they secure their personal property as best as possible. Stuff like that. It's not for nicky-nacky stuff. Oh, and I've had two guys that had Social Security issues, Social Security, getting their Social Security income, get those issues, got those resolved. Little things like that. It means you never want to volunteer for anything. It just extra work. I have a new member. Thank you very much. Very true. You have to deal with it. Yeah. I like this woman. Filipino living in Canada. God bless her. Well, Gaylord's still here. I don't have a shelf or anything to put old Gaylord on here during the old live streams. Do you have an opinion on Bacolod or the temperature? I didn't like Bacolod. I was up there for one day, which is not enough time. I know. I was with my friend Joe. And May and I went to the mall there, Robinson's Mall. I know they have an S&M right behind where we were staying. And we went with another couple. And when we got there, we had absolutely no desire to roam around. It was so trafficky and so congested. May and I went to the mall and we noticed the noise level was like 10 times what it should be. There was 2 or 3 different people with microphones touting their product or having a beauty pageant for kids or whatever they were doing. And all I noticed was the noise level. And we walked around for about 5 minutes. And I said, let's get out of here. Because we were looking for a place to eat. She said, yeah, let's go. This is not for us. So No diss to Bacolod. I was there 24 hours. That's not nearly enough time to form an opinion. But my initial impression was low. Let's see. We have a new YouTube member. Welcome to the team. God bless you, Mr. Brister. Let's see. Good morning. I'm sorry May left. She took the dogs for a ride on the scooter. I don't know. I should Google that. I don't know. I'm embarrassed to tell you, but I don't know. I'm sure Google knows though. Google knows everything. Good morning from Bill in Quezon City. I think that's the last of the comments. How do you like them apples? Well, I'm going to end it there. Thanks, guys, for joining. I appreciate all the new members. Appreciate all of you for hanging in there with us. Make sure you like the video. We don't know why we ask you to like it. It's just become a tradition. All right. We'll see you next month about the same time. One live stream a month, everybody. Bye.